Sometimes I just wonder like, would it be not to live through another night? Ugly ass motherfucker with an underbite. Deal with a lot of shit like I'm a plumber, right? Really wish that I had done it right. Saying shit I'm stuck, I need a plunger, right? I remember younger kids on a summer night, just living for the fun of life, filled with a ton of life nowadays. Feeling like I wanna plummet right from a summer's height, cause I'm feeling done with life. Used to go to parties, now I get the uninvite. I could tell you what the rain and the thunder's like, but you couldn't even hear me on 100 mics. See, I feel non-existent, right kid making wrong decisions. I just can't work it out like it's long division. I just miss all my mama's kisses and her voice telling me to just be persistent. Just to be specific, had to tell you that I've been to hell and back. I just wish that my family was still intact. Yeah, say, you remember that day? I remember that day. Yeah, hey, you remember that day? I remember that day. Say, you remember that day? I remember that day. Yeah, say, you remember that day? I remember that day. Yeah. We used to eat Sundays on Sundays. Whenever I saw you, I knew it'd be a fun day. Made me feel good with all the love that you gave me. Only saw you once a week, but you the one that raised me. You the one that motivated me when I was lazy. And you the only one that would make roses out of daisies. And goddamn, it's crazy now that you gone, but my love's still strong. So I try to carry on, but don't make it very long without you. Try to move on, just don't know how to. Yeah, so I'm feeling kinda doubtful. Got braces, so rapping's a mouthful. I stay real from the intro to outro. I could tell you about my life, but you still wouldn't know what I'm about though. I feel small like a mouse in a mouse hole. Not going out, so all these Friday nights filled with movies in the couch though. Stand tall, but I feel like a slouch, bro. Yeah, sometimes it just falls through. I remember that day I last saw you. Yeah, say, you remember that day? I remember that day. Yeah, hey, you remember that day? I remember that day. Yeah, say, you remember that day? I remember that day. Yeah, say, you remember that day? I remember that day. Yeah. I can't tell you how it feels to lose a loved one. All the love in the world can't explain how you loved them. They'd still be there for you even if you really bugged them. And that warm fuzzy feeling that you got when you hugged them, that's love, huh? Yeah, that's what it feels like. Real love in the real life. Now they gone and it just don't feel right. Damn, I still remember that day. I remember waking up, I had to go to class late. The first class of the day and I was on my way. Worried about the traffic and how long it take. It was 7 o'clock when I pulled in the parking lot. It was full and I couldn't find a parking spot. Just a Monday, can't believe how it had started off. Running late, I had to run to class. Running fast, I just thought how my teacher would be all up on my ass. But there was something that I didn't grasp. As I opened up the door, I saw everybody being quiet. A lot of people crying, I couldn't deny it. Something was wrong, so I asked my friend, yo, what is going on? He pointed to an empty desk over to the side. Said the girl who sat there committed suicide. Damn. Rest in peace. Blessings to everybody.